And to see this many guys out running around, I think it's gonna be able to happen.
We'll go live sportscast too, Tommy, here, thanks to the agencies of All Concerned there, and ESPN3 this afternoon for the finals. And talking about finals, Tom, this is a final in Division 5. It's the Austin Crows reserves and Golden Gate Roos. If Austin Crows win this match, they are the champions, my friends, for their division. As you heard Brian say, if Golden Gate win, will get down to percentage. So, Tommy, you're no stranger to finals. I mean, like you played in, 8 of them with Denver?
Well, 10.
10 even, sorry,
Who's
mate.
counting? Only one.
Well, you won 8 D1s, wasn't it? There we go, that's what I'm talking about. What's going through your mind out there as a player now as you're facing off with your opposition, Tom?
It's that first 5 minutes really settling in. You're gonna blow through your lungs in the first 5 minutes, so you just got to settle. And it's always about how you can the first team to really settle in and get in your game plan. It's usually the guys that win that.
That it is. It's very hard to come on back. I know Denver back in the day weren't too bad at it, in that second half. Got the feeling that you're always coming, but yeah, that is time and time over. We see it ride that Mustang out the chute, as I like to say. Austin Crows, a club with a good culture, Tom, and a club within that culture that has a huge US Revolution base.
Yeah, if you look at there's guys on that team that haven't been on the Revolution just because of work.
Yeah.
If it came down to a perfect world, you'd have six or seven of those guys playing for us.
Yeah. I'm talking about club collective here, obviously. We're in Division 5. So we can go across to Golden Gate too, and we look at Golden Gate and the US Revolution existence there within that club.
Yeah, they had 5 go with us at the last cup. We had a few of the guys that came to Ireland with us.
Yeah.
So, I mean, all these clubs have a lot of good Revolution players.
That they have. Division 5 final. Always tough getting out of bed first thing in the morning for a final, but all look focused and ready to rock. I didn't catch the coin toss there, Tom, but there's no real breeze to speak of at the moment, so no real advantage. The scoring in the last couple of days has been to our left, and away we go. And it's Golden Gate. It looks like out the chute. We spoke about that line drive, good beat on the ball, and gave it on back to the support on the outside towards the full forward region. Pretty ground conditions out there. Golden Gate looking to exert their dominance pretty early. Going back in time to go forward, if you will. The number 23, just picking him up, is unlisted. Kicks back towards the hot spot. Ball tough to spot, but it's glistening in the dew. We're Austin Crows. We'll give it what for towards the forward line, and camping under it looks like the number 40 it is for Austin, who is Pascola. Pascola pumps the jab to centre half forward. Let the record place as the umpire straightening up Golden Gate, and barging through is the defender to centre half forward and spots a forward out there who takes the mark, Tom.
Yeah, it's wide open field. I mean, it looks like maybe they're playing a couple down, so there's a lot of space out there to work with.
Over the top, and the beauty of playing in front, which you instruct your forwards to do, no doubt, Tommy. The number 42 is Benjamin Crow, and Crow would be maybe 45 to 48 metres out from goal, kicking into front and square, a slight breeze. Huge run up here with Crow. Can he get it on? Right foot. Has it gone all the way? Touched on the line perhaps. And through for a minor score on the Cooper's scoreboard. So it's Golden Gate, 1 point, Tom. A lot of wide open spaces and corridor footy at the moment.
Yeah, if you look right there, there's so much space out on the other side of this group. Somebody clears out, there's going to be some track meet going on here.
So Austin decided to come to the attacking side of the ground. Will they get numbers around? It's a 4-on-1 momentarily. They pick it up like that. Blind kick, Hail Mary, no one in particular, and pick out Golden Gate, who do play on immediately, and immediately down to the hot spot looking for Crow again. Perhaps here's Crow, almost got his phalanges on it. Will Austin clear? Good pace by the number 34, then went the sucker for the Austin Crows, who's Herrera. They move the chains, Tommy, down the right half forward again, those wide open spaces that you talk about towards the boundary, and they gained a good 70 yards on the play, Tom.
Yeah, they had an open guy there. They just overkicked him a little bit. I think that's part of that settling in. If you just settle down a little bit, he could have picked that free man up right there.
Toss in, outer side, evenly matched sides by the looks of things. Been a game between the two half back lines. Austin look away and kick towards the forward line. A hope and a prayer, and their prayers are answered by their big full forward, number 20 for Austin. Nicholas Lewis used his body to good advantage there, Tommy.
Yeah, there was definitely a mismatch there. The player assigned him was a little bit shorter, so if you just kick it up high to him, give him a shot, and he made that mark.
Looking to answer is Nicholas and makes no mistake at all. Wow, feeling each other out in this first stanza of the first half. Austin now assume the lead. One straight kick, 6. Golden Gate 1 point, and he's a key target down there. Tommy, be interested to see what they do with the big boy if you're Golden Gate.
Yeah, just definitely want to play in front.
Definitely. Maybe a couple of yards even.
Yes, but there's so much open space here that he's going to be able to move around a bunch. So we'll see how they maybe drop back a guy or not.
That it is, because we've got 16 players on this side, remember, as opposed to 18. They deal away with a wingman. And another wing and a prayer there by Austin, half forward. Again, bounce, come on, bounce the outer side. It's going to stay in, it's alive. They converge. There's the big boy Nicholas again. Got on his horse and ride, gave it to a backdoor man. Open space, 3-2 for Austin. There's Farris. Bootlegging around now. Another forward to lend assistance. Accelerating Incredibus towards the goals and bring up another one, Austin. They're on a rally, Tom. 2 straight. That's 12. 2 goals in 2 minutes. Golden Gate, 1 solitary point. Looking good up forward.
That was a nice little plan they had. They pushed the ball out forward to the right. Everybody moved to that side, and then they had guys go backdoor on them. So you had 2 different guys come from the backside, from the back line.
Good to see. What a man. Got a mighty good man. I've got an answer for you to that particular thing on copyright, because you can use a grab. You know what I mean of it? I'll give you the rundown later, so legal am okay, Rich. Anyways, back in the middle and back again. I can't believe I used that on a different bloke yesterday, Tom, and Rich happened to be just walking behind me. Anyway, that's a personal story. We'll get back to that a bit later. It's not about the layers, about the now, Tom, and ring the now with Austin. They're playing a spearman in defence now by the looks of things, Tommy. Golden Gate, but it rattled away from him. Oh no, here's the pressure rising, the fever of the Austin Crows. Turn around, shooter, and move it to the right full forward pocket. And it keeps on rolling, baby, out of bounds. So the ploy has been for the Golden Gate to drop that smear band in defence now.
Yeah, he had that there. He takes the mark, and they were setting him a good spot. But that's, it's early in the game. You get those jitters going. So I think they're playing it the right way.
Again now, getting numbers behind the ball. Buddies in collision you saw there. And will anyone tear them apart? The umpire will. Give it to me, baby. Toss up. And again, when we see in this situation, do you like to have your players maintain their structures in this situation, Tom, or do you push all your blokes back normally?
No, we push everybody up. We're within a kick and a half of the game. We're never far out at all.
Golden Gate now, centre of the ground, number 33 for Austin is Munther. Austin now, centre of the ground. Three around the ball for Golden Gate. Make that 4. Kick it Hope. And Hope is on the outside. You got to keep the faith, playing the fat side of the ground, if you will. They had a man free. Kick kind of held up in the air. Now in the backdraft. Austin, numbers. Oh, they give it away now. Chance for Golden Gate. Open forward line. Here comes the full forward. Gee, maybe could have marked that. Goes back in for more there. Austin laying tackles, gang tackling, desperate now, Golden Gate. Can they open up the goal gates? No, handball away, 3-1 you see for Golden Gate is unlisted. Austin standing firm. Got a man in the front door. Open up that door and let me in, it ain't no sin, says the wingman. Can I get a good beat on? I can. I steady. I got to pump long down the line. Any assistance down there? A lot of Golden Gate, building a bridge, if you will, across the half-back line. And what was the decision there,
Tommy?
Tommy?
High on that, I think.
High tackle. Seemed to be absorbing the pressure. Player claiming that he can play on because perhaps he was behind the mark, but he was lateral of the mark, so it must go back. Firm in defence, momentarily Golden Gate. They kick to a 2-on-1 situation, goes back to hell where it once came. and cleaned up the backyard. The number 69. He gets another chance, and that's George Smythe. Smythe taking his time. Tempo. Back to the wing and wide. Game of tennis at the moment. So they whack it on back from the baseline, and again between these two, a baseline rally. He didn't mark that time. Smythe. Enticed to the ground was the ball. Umpire says there was no exit, no way out for the ball. It must come in a hurry. Gets it up. Wants to get the game moving. Seemingly can't clear this patch. Golden Gate happy though, just to really lock down the ball at this stage, Tommy.
Yeah, that's the difference right now is Austin's getting the ball down the forward line and keeping it. Golden Gate gets it down, they just can't hold it down.
Toss in, out of side. Oh, it's a set play with that boundary throw in. Kick towards that big full forward again, the number 20 for Austin. Dangerous, Nicholas Lewis. Lewis turns around, shoots on goal. I'll tell you what, Tommy, I don't think it was touched.
I think it's a goal.
He turned around, shoot at Nicholas, I believe it was, from seemingly the impossible angle, and bring up their third goal for the match. 3 straight Austin, Golden Gate, 1 straight point, 17-point margin. Looking at the goods are the Crows, Tom.
Yeah, right now, Golden Gate's got to get on the board. I think this is a big ball up right now for them. They've been getting a lot of ball out of the middle. Let's see if they can get one right down the middle and get some shots on goal. They need to get back in this right now.
Interesting to see. The Rocks, are they evenly matched? Smacked down there by Austin, sharp by Golden Gates. Kicking towards Alcatraz. I've got a trick or two, says the defender for Austin. In the van, slippery conditions, soccer towards the boundary. Hello, old friend, it's good to see you again, but we'll keep it in through their number 23. 2-3 towards the forward line, but chopped off at the pass by the Crows. A good interception there, dropping back from the centre region. Now we'll take it to the other side, and why not, on free out there, the number 48. 4-8 for the Crows is Kennedy. Kennedy a little bit wider. And the right half forward flank is the passage for the Crows. They hook up there with the number 40. 40 is Pascola. Pascola pumps it. That spare man in defence playing in front. Chops them off at the pass. Tommy, been a good ploy for Golden Gate thus far in the last 5 minutes.
Yeah, for a reserves game, that link up right there was really, really good, going all the way across the field, keeping the ball off the ground. Looking good for Austin.
But give it away. I'm going to bypass you this time and try to go all the way this morning. Thumped away there by Golden Gate. Again, a game between their half-back line. All the half-back lines, high contact. Good to see the umpire rewarded the man with his head over the ball there, Tom.
Yeah, that's what we will always want to see with these umpires. They're doing a great job, I think, over the whole weekend.
Over the passage, D5 games have been like D4 games. D4 games have been like D3, and so on and so forth. The standard right across this competition this weekend is being consistent, and seemingly teams can play above their weight, if you will.
Yeah, this is impressive with the reserves team like this. It tells you too about the club themselves. You've got 2 of the best clubs in the country right now, and they're growing the sport with good quality players.
Good quality players and good club culture. We hear that word a lot down under lately. They talk about the culture of the Collingwood Football Club, the culture of the West Coast Eagles. Both these clubs, great cultures.
Yeah, and you've got a shot of these two, the 2 ones playing in the finals. That's a shot
right.
that could happen. So, I mean, they're doing the right thing, and it's impressive to see these guys playing today.
And everybody on the training track, training together too.
Yeah, absolutely. Whoever you surround yourself with is very, very good for development.
Well, they're surrounded down on the forward line. Golden Gate, Austin have got a few players back themselves. Their delivery of half-back seemingly a little better than Golden Gate, Tommy.
Yeah, definitely. That's when the Golden Gate just can't keep the ball down on the forward line when they get it there, where Austin's been keeping it down until they get a goal. And that's really the difference of the game right now.
Oh, sliding in like Bo Duke to number 15. Did he take the mark? He did for the Crows, and that's Shelton. And they're off to the right-hand flank on every occasion. They're pretty confident that they can propel themselves forward there. And this is this man, Nicholas again. Nicholas in front for the ball. Lewis laconically back to the centre half forward region. Can I get a good beat on a can? I've got to straighten up now. Set my sights on a cup. He sets his sights on full forward. who takes the mark. Austin definitely have their sights on the Division 5 Cup at the moment, with one hand on it and under his arm. Number 40 is Rob Pascola, who in the last 2 or 3 passages has been permanent amongst that. And he stamps his authority on this match with a goal. And on the Cooper scoreboard, that is 4 straight, Tommy. Great kicking. 24, Golden Gate 1 point.
Yeah, Austin setting themselves up right now to take this reserves championship.
You know, Division 5 matches, you knew you were in a Division 5 match a couple of years ago by the standard, but this could be a Division 3, a Division 2 match as far as Austin are concerned.
Yeah, absolutely. You look at these guys playing, there's a lot of good link-ups. It's been really good.
Golden Gate haven't been too bad in the middle. 4-3 you can see for them is Falkowski. Falkowski full on towards centre half forward. 2-3 you see with a handball with Golden Gate unlisted, but again impenetrable, the half-back line of Austin, and a lot of strength, Tom, with these bodies. We saw that on that occasion there. That guy was able to commit himself, got crunched over the ball but kept his feet. And I know you are big on physical capabilities and fitness with the Revolution.
Yeah, absolutely. These guys are definitely, the fitness is starting to show, and it doesn't just show in the run, but also getting down, getting the hard ball, keeping your legs, all that stuff, and it definitely showing.
Number 15, Shelton, another example of a big body who knows how to use it. Well, looking for their main man down there by Lewis, but a little sneaky kick towards the forward line there, could have been Rowe, and brings up their first blemish for the match. 4 goals, 1, 25 on the Cooper scoreboard. Go Live Sportscast. Golden Gate are 1 point. They got a persist. Golden Gate out the left half-back flank. Couldn't connect. Ball hits the deck. What the heck with the number 54? Where do I go? Unlisted. No help from any friends down there. Austin, was that holding? No, it wasn't. Umpire says let it play. Tackle laid, but you can see the Golden Gate brew there was implying that I am trying to get rid of it. Umpire comes in and says, give it to me. Up and away. Austin again, flying shot on goal. Smashed, I'll go back in for more. Turnaround shot by the number 5 for Austin is Jenga. And he's been around a long time, not his first rodeo mate there, nor Jenga.
That's a goal.
Good shot, another one, brings up the 5th there for Coopers and for the Austin Crows. 5 goals, 1, leading Golden Gate 1 point. And you know what it's like, Tommy, when the blokes like Jenga get a little bit older in the tooth and they get on down to Division 4, Division 5, they've still got the goods.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter. Once the ball goes, you just want to go out and win and play hard. Right now, these guys are getting excited. They see the possibility right now, and I think they'll probably put their foot down right now.
Yeah, looking good. Going to go all the way. Golden Gate, though, will not be beaten. They won't give up. They'll keep their eyes on the ball only. Austin, though, powerhouse over the ball. Fitness, speed, good delivery off half-back flank. Golden Gate, good in the crunches, just lack a little bit on execution. Cannot question their endeavour, Tommy. And as a coach, that's what you want to see. If your skills quite up to it, the skills aren't quite up to it today, but their endeavour, can't question that, mate.
Now, Golden Gate's, that's one of those programs that they've just developed so many guys.
Another flying shot on goal, touched on its way.
That these guys can all play. Just a few miss marks here and there makes a little bit of a difference.
And again, the kick in was, whilst the flag was waving, but let it go. 10 you can see for Austin is Marino. Marino, slight case of over-bombing over the top. Tempo control by Golden Gate, back to where the kick came from and back towards that man for Austin who was Marino. Ball still alive. The bodies will probably win out for Austin here. Gang tackle. Got to give it to me, says the umpire, and we'll play it again. Again, though, what you do find in these lower divisions, Tommy, is they get set on one particular side of the ground. We haven't seen a switch up or a use of this alley on this side.
Yeah, I've been looking at just if they slow it down a little bit, they'll take a mark on the far side. If they just slow down a little bit, somebody will pop over to that side. It's just having a little more composure at the ball when they get that, and I think that's going to open up here shortly.
And opening up the vision too. But this is a tried and tested formula by Austin down the right alley. Again, waiting for one of their big men to break free. Will Hail Mary it down towards the forward region. Almost a mark there to Austin. Gee, goes back in and gets the ozone pill there.
There's
the
another
21. And that was Stewart. And Stewart was just scintillating down there. He missed the mark on the first occasion, Tom. The ball hit the deck. He put his head down over the ball, went back in and got it, shot off towards the boundary, if you will, then shot back on a 90-degree angle and scores. In a Division 5 match.
Yeah. It's impressive with the skills these guys are showing today.
That it is. The Austin Crows keep on rolling, baby. 6 goals to 38. Golden Gate, 1 point. And they are fully loaded in their forward line. A good combination of, look at the height. You've always been a man for height. A little bit of a bloke for midfield height. But I tell you what, they've got a couple of twin towers down there, Tom.
Yeah, that's tough. You got to play in front. Golden Gate's done a pretty good job. They just cannot clear the ball out of the back line, and it's cost them.
That it has. You know, the bodies, too, of the Austin Crows players, mate. I mean, fine physiques on them. Obviously a lot of work done in and around that club in the gyms.
Well, you know, they're pushing to get to that one, so they're trying to get to the one, so it shows their work level here at this level because they're trying to get to the ones. They don't make it, but they're still good players.
And that's the beauty of having a strong list, isn't it? It just raises the bar for those around.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's not by accident that you've got these two teams going for the championship.
Here's a switch play by Austin. They have the presence of mind and a man on the outside, almost on the wide receive. And they have a further wide receive who didn't connect, but the ball remains alive, of course, and will go long, go strong to that big man. And Lewis, 3 grabs. 1, 2, 3. Like a bird, he sings down there. Like a full forward, he kicks. Long line. Who's going to reel it in? It's wide. And through for... It's out of bounds.
Looks like they'll pin it down there and go for it again.
Yeah. And again, we were just talking about the switch, and Austin were all over it.
Yeah, the fitness is going to start showing up now. This is where, this is the third game of the day or of the weekend. This is where fitness will start showing up, and being able to switch play like that shows that they've still got it.
Yep, set plays. Austin again. Yeah, I tell you what, and their skills on goal. And their skills on goals from tight angles, if you don't mind, Tom, too. Another one to take them to 7 goals. 1, if my memory serves me correctly.
Yeah, it looks like
7-2 even. To Golden Gate, 1 point. And
yeah, that's being surgical when you go 7-2.
Oh, yeah, particularly. And from the forward pocket, as we've seen, on 45-degree angles, making no mistake consistently, that ain't no fluke. That is skills personified for the Austin Crows. And they have 1 hand on their Papa John Huddle Trophy Division 5 with 20 minutes to play.
Yeah, this is going to be the first championship awarded, I believe, at the weekend.
Yeah. We have, after this semi-final matches, it'll be a semi-final match Division 1 between the Austin Crows, and it'll be LA Dragons, I believe, Tommy. A semi-final. We haven't seen that format in Division 1 before, but with only 6 teams.
I like it. I like the way that works. With the Division 1, there's always 2 teams that have historically not done as well.
Yep.
So to pull those 2 teams out, have the top 6 teams really go at it and have a legitimate semifinals I like it. I think that's really good.
What do you do as a coach now if you're Golden Gate? What are some of the things you'd be saying to them when you've been on this side of the fence, Tommy? When you've been, not often you've been in that situation with that team, but no doubt there's been 1 or 2 times you have been. What do you say to your charges?
I say attack. At this point, you've got nothing to lose. You're down by 7 goals. Just attack. Don't back each other up and just attack. If something goes over, it's over anyway. So just go and attack.
You're talking like down the corridor?
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. Just go forward, let loose. If you're in the back line, as soon as we get the ball, it's our ball. Let's just go forward, all of us, the entire group.
Then flip-flop up now, and suddenly you're the coach of Austin. You have an unassailable lead. You're talking about not becoming complacent?
Yeah, absolutely. The first team that quits playing is the team that loses. That's the way it works. So even if you're ahead, if you stop playing, you're gonna lose that game. So I would say, to my guys, just you keep playing, exactly what you're doing right now and open up wider. Make it even go wider. You get the ball, look to your right, look to your left. Let's make them run more and more.
Tom Ellis, the coach of the US Revolution. You can look them up online. They are the national team, the US Revolution. If you just rock it in for the first time, this could be your first look at the USAFL. Tom and his Chargers play in international cups in Melbourne every 3 years. They play in parallel clubs with Canada. They've also been to Ireland recently with development squads. They have more tours on the agenda to places like Croatia, who are a very strong side, Tom. I'll test you.
Yeah, they definitely won the Division II at the last Cup. So that's going to be a really, really interesting trip.
Yeah. And I like what you've done too, Tom. I mean, with your youngsters, you could be an up-and-comer, a rookie with the Revolution, but that doesn't mean that you don't travel. Like I remember you said to me when we were rooming last year, the guys who don't go down to Melbourne with the A-Main will be the guys who will be going to Europe with me.
Yeah, that's the thing. We want to have opportunity for these guys to go out. We want to use the Revolution as a recruiting tool. If you're from Golden Gate and you've got a new guy that just showed up, and you're able to say, this is one of the guys that went to the International Cup, and this guy just went back to Ireland.
Yeah.
You know, that's a good recruiting tool for a guy that wants to play competitively.
That's right.
So that's what we want to do. We want to make excitement out of it and really try to get these guys to play and stick with the league.
And really feel a part of it now. What happens in the off-season, if you will, Tom, now? Because after this event, I'm talking about the Revolution. The players on the squad, they have individual programs. They maintain their fitness across the...
Yeah, this year we gave the guys that went to the Cup, we basically gave them this year off. And now this winter we'll have a running program, a skills program we'll be putting out for them. And then I'll also be going to as many colleges as I can get to. We've got a few set up right now.
Yeah.
CU's one of them. We'll go in and we'll talk to players that are seniors in college and that are going to be done with their sport.
Yep.
And we're going to go in there and pitch the idea that they come and play for the USAFL. Play for the USA team. We can send them to Australia to play for some state teams.
Yeah.
You know, and if they're an elite guy, maybe they get a tryout with one of the AFL teams.
It even gets younger too. I've been reading on a feed. James Waddell has been very active with it. You're targeting the kids.
Yeah, absolutely. We're gonna take a group of 10 to 12-year-olds, girls and boys, to the next Cup. I think that's going to be really, really cool to have them out there in the USA jumper before our games, doing some halftime Oz kick type stuff. So we're really going to push that. We're really going to go for broke in 2020.
Yeah. All right. Bringing it closer back to the Nationals and listening to the seating spectacular, where the Brian Barish, the legendary Brian Barish, and yourself and Schnitz are all a part of. Finals, we're on the eve of finals. Well, this is a final, and there's more finals to roll out. You talk about the Australian players cancelling out each other, and then it get down to the Americans. But I reckon there's another dimension in that too, Tom. I reckon it gets down to also the Revolution players within the American players that a team has. And we saw that last year with, thinking about the half guy who played on the half-back line last year for Golden Gate. You've seen the framework of the US Revolution.
Yeah.
When the time comes to win games, holding them in good stead.
Yeah, these guys are leaders on the team.
Yeah.
You know, these guys are the leaders on the team running. When you watch these semifinals, a lot of the leaders on that team are the Revolution players.
Exactly right, and right on. Let's see what Golden Gate can do as we start to lift the tempo on this early morning Sunday at Golden Gate. Right, that Mustang out. They shoot the thrill down into the forward line. And definitely they would have said at halftime that we must get the first goal after halftime. And right on time on a slant route lead is a number 31 there for Golden Gate, who was unlisted.
Yeah, this is absolutely what they needed right out of the gate.
45 on its way, looks pretty good. Thomas going all the way. Golden Gates. That's exactly what the doctor ordered, or the coach even. So now they score their first goal for the match. 1-7. 7 goals to 44. Still a big gap, but football was played with momentum, Tommy.
Yeah, and you saw that they had that ability in the first half, that they were getting the ball out of the middle and going right down the guts. That's just the first time they hooked it up.
That it was. Let's see if they can play it again. Back in the middle. Interests. And barging through again. Let's do it again. Dirty deeds in the middle of the pack. Nothing done cheaply in there. You can see they're playing a lot more possessiveness, if you could, Tommy, like possessed by demons at the moment. And they'd sell their soul to a demon if they get back in control of this match. Austin now, quick fire handball. Oh, they're under all sorts of pressure. Ding, 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 ding. Look at him. Look at the desperation, Golden Gate. Almost a good tackle there. Couldn't rip it down, but suddenly Austin don't know what to do. We're under attack, and they will not give up, Golden Gate. It's amazing when you can exert pressure on someone, Tommy. Suddenly Austin look a little bit rattled in the middle of the packs. And how important is it to be hardcore in a situation like that? No matter who you're playing, Tom, you exert pressure. There's always going to be that slight 19th nervous breakdown. Yes. Not that Austin are breaking down at the moment, but we can see that the pressure that Golden Gate can exert. Now, if they keep that up and they can score another one here, who knows, it could change the whole complexion of the match. Suddenly Austin now, not surgical out of defence, they're bombing it away. And Golden Gate is set up across the half-forward. And they say, we'll go along to the half-forward line or to the pocket. We'll try and do to you what you've done to us. And they've got big bodies down in defence too, Austin. The number 33 there is Munther. And geez, they've got some height forward and back, and the ball is over and out the right full forward pocket for the Golden Gate crew, Tom Ellis.
Yeah, Golden Gate definitely has picked it up pressure out of the middle, and they're coming right down the guts.
Can they keep it slammed to the floorboards at the moment? Golden Gate come out firing on all 8 cylinders and running and bootlegging around. And will I line up from 45 and look for the pass? Full forward has come out in a streaming lead. Is it the 22? 2-2 for Golden Gate is Corgus. Nowhere to go. So he thumps it towards the forward line, picked up by the number 69, I think it is there, Tommy, for Golden Gate, and brings up a minor score.
Great desperation from Austin down there in the back line.
4-9 had a shot on goal, unlisted, but again, they ticked that scoreboard over. 1 goal, 2. 6 goal difference. Now Austin controlling tempo, and yes, I will go to the defensive side of ground. Connect out there. Number 6, Austin Crows, is Boise. Boyce over the top. Good connect in the alley. Again, the eyes were left and right. Nothing doing, so I'll go long, go strong, but out of bounds on the full. That was just perceived pressure there from Golden Gate, and they will get the ball back. Now they have to, one thing you like, they have to keep rolling some. They have to not get bogged down in a situation where there's playing, mark kick play. They have to play dynamic football, Golden Gate, to remain alive, Tommy.
Yeah, right there they had an opportunity, and just 2 bad kicks both sides.
Both sides, but no switch on in the minds of the kicker there. Now Austin have it. Austin looking like will go up the line, so if no one marks it, someone will probably thump it out and will set it up again. But they do mark it. The number 15, he's come all the way up from centre half forward, and that's Shelton. Shelton wastes no time towards full forward. Here comes Nicholas Lewis. Picked up on the last goal kicker for Austin. No, look at him. His second efforts are great. Haven't got a number on him. The guy with the mop at the bottom of the pack.
Let's see how Golden Gate does here. This is where they fell down in the first half, was they couldn't clear this ball.
Austin again, big bodies, tapped down. That's the man I'm talking about. Got a handball away just before he was tackled. Still good pressure from the gate. Boys from Golden Gate. The big guy there over it is the number 53 or 43. 4-3 Golden Gate is Volkolski, and he solidifies their defence. Building a fence across the half-back flank. Big bodies over the ball. He was caught high, and it could be Volkolski again. Got one across the ears, just shrugged that off and shoots towards the right wing, and a good connection down there. Mark not paid, yes he did. This, in fact, was Volkolski. A couple of big bodies down there as well, but they've been held up by Austin. Austin playing good man-on-man defence, Tom.
Yeah, this is what Golden Gate needed to do. They actually stopped the scoring opportunity for Austin. They've brought the ball out. This is what they needed to do. So much has been the influence of Golden Gate in this second half that Austin have gone man-to-man. So that's a credit to Golden Gate, despite them being 6 goals down or so. Over the top, man, over the top.
Could have been 3-1. Got to keep it alive. Ah, the switch, good vision, good push down. Kick didn't quite make it, but I've got time to bake it. And my memories are for the goals again.
Kick.
Amazing what that kick can do inboard, Tom.
Yeah, that was he lined that thing up and really put a boot to it. I think I would give him the ball a little more.
Good strategies there by Golden Gate. And their second goal for the quarter. 2-2 now plays 7-2. 2-2 Golden Gate, 7-2 Austin. Nice work behind me there, Tyler. I'm not going to say we've got our ball game at the moment, but full of admiration for Golden Gate. And the respect being paid to them now by Austin, by the man-on-man defence they've been playing.
Yeah, if Golden Gate get another one out of here, this game could get pretty interesting.
Here we go. Spinorama, 42 Golden Gate. Crow copped some very special treatment, but it was legal in the side. A lot of players around the ball here. It's going to take physicality. They've got big bodies, Golden Gate. A big booming kick to centre half forward. Luck could be a fortune here. Getting on his bike and riding is the 34 for the Austin Crows there. Herrera. Just they'll sucker it away, Austin. Luck again their way. Pops it over the top. Man on man in front. Golden Gate aside to play, which is what they've got to do. What are we going to do now? We've got to get it down there pretty quickly. Oh, chopped off with the pass there. The interceptor, Austin Crows. And let's bang it out of here as far away as they can. Not quite over the hill and far away, but towards the boundary. Austin, 3-on-1 situation. Good tackle by Golden Gate. They've got a backdoor man. Number 40 there for Golden Gate is Sorg. Back in time. Connects. Is that Volkolski? Maybe not. Maybe they'll connect on the right wing. 2-2. Austin Crows. Altman. Accelerate. Goal. Open goal. Bouncing. Long range shot. Out of field goal range, but still score. And that's the one they needed, Tom.
Yeah, that's a tough one for Golden Gate. They're playing so hard, and to have that ball score from that angle, that's a tough one.
Is a tough one, and that could be the one they just needed. Taking them on now to 50. 50 plays 14 on the Coopers scoreboard.
I tell you what, though, this Benjamin Crow for Golden Gate, he is playing lights out right now. He's a guy that probably just didn't get in that once, but he's playing like a one.
The size of these boys in the middle here. Up they go again. Good ruck tap. Back towards that 21 there for Austin. And that's William Stewart. He's a real live wire. So they've brought their lively half-forward Stewart in. Around the mix in the middle have Austin. Getting all their best players around the ball. Heavy duty. Stand-up tackle. No way out. Umpire says, give it to me. Keep an eye on Stewart. Keep an eye on the ruckman of Austin. Slap forward. Look at the bodies, the commitment there. Good tackle by Austin. Again moving the chains. Centre half forward. Quick release. 2-3 for the Golden Crow, or the Golden Gate boys. Unlisted.
That's McCarty
barging through. No connection. Ground level pickup. Not quite. Still slippery conditions. 4-3 Volkolski. He was tackled. Stewart's in there. Stewart wanted to play on, but had the presence of mind to know he must go back behind the mark. Volkolski was caught with the ball. And Austin are just looking another one to settle. Good smother by Volkolski. Back of the pack. Attack from all angles. 5-1. Golden Gate. Warren whacks it. Centre half forward. Chopped off the pass by 34. Austin Crows Herrera. No connection out of side. Stewart.
Nice tackle.
Great tackle. Unlucky not to get the Golden Gate. Pins the ears back. Is this Volkolski? There's a whistle on the play. The umpire says...
I just not would call that.
Well, the umpire picked the free kick there to Austin and claimed that particular decision was dismissed by Volkolski, I think it was, there for Golden Gate. But no, the umpire said you should have held up, and because you didn't, a 50-metre penalty.
That's just bad luck. It's good and hard play in there. I'm liking the play of these guys right now.
Yeah, and just then caught Golden Gate off guard after that. And Austin had their structures up forward. And this forward is the number 40 from what I can see. I think it's Pascola. In the morning sun, shoots full forward. Lewis, maybe almost. Boundary best friend there for the Golden Gate boys. 10 for the Crows was Marino. And out of bounds, not far from the flags. And of course we'll have the national anthems, Tommy, before Division 1 final today. Well, which is always a respectful time. And talk about paying our respects, we've got the mateship game coming up at around 2 o'clock.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. That's the first time we've done that. It's going to be exciting.
inaugural mateship game. It's 100 years with Australian and US troops who have fought in every major conflict. We're honouring that this afternoon. It's about today, it's about right now for Austin and Golden Gate. Pack develops. Mountain of rocks. Umpire, will he come and pick the ruby? He's picked out a free kick. A tackle that was a little low on Austin, below the knee, and they'll have a shot on goal, Tommy, which will put this beyond doubt if it isn't already.
Yeah, this is pretty much nail in the coffin on this one there. Golden Gate, though, give them some credit. These guys are still playing hard.
Number 10 for the Austin Crows. Poncho, Marino, and what do you know? Another one to take them to almost 10 goals. I think they're 9 goals 2 now. 9-2, leading Golden Gate 2-2 with not long to play, Tommy.
No, I think at this point Golden Gate's got to pick their head up. This is the last games they're going to be playing for this year, so you might as well play it out real strong. I expect them to continue to push.
So the semi-final coming up, Division 1, it's the Golden Gate Roos versus the Los Angeles Dragons, and then it's going to be sudden death.
It's got the West Coast final here, huh?
Yeah, that's right, from last year, Tom. And of course, what the Dragons have to say about that?
Yeah, they've got some new good players here. I'd like to see how the Dragons go against these guys.
Had a couple of retirements. Have Golden Gate, though, haven't they, Tommy? I think Dragus and co.
Yeah, definitely have lost some players, but they're still looking really, really good.
Let's see, Golden Gate are looking good over the ball here. That's the big boy, the number 49. He's been good today.
There it is, a little switch play. That's good.
And they look good when they have done that, Tom.
Yeah, when you open it up to the side and then you look back to the other side, there's a lot of space, so they're using it now.
Here it goes again. Sideways. 42.
That's Crow again?
Crow again. Yep, Crow quickly.
Oh, that's just bad luck.
Unluck there. But going to try and clean his backyard. Couldn't. Bomb it out. Out towards the ruckman of Austin. Handballs forward. Needs a runner. In through the side door. Off his wing. Picks it up. Austin. Comes to the fat side of the ground. One-on-one. Legs. Who's got the speed? Who's got the composure? Golden Gate out. Good closing speed by Austin. Tackle way. Okay. Second tackle wasn't. That was a trip. Well played, the defender there for Golden Gate. Assumed front position. And that is Sorg. Sorg pops it over the top. 44. Golden Gate, unlisted, smothered off the boot. The boys get it on behind play. Stewart over the ball. Presence of mind to side door it. Barnstorming tackle by the number 40 for Austin. And that was Pascola again.
I think Austin's happy with the ball, just laying around. Keep it there. Wait, let the time go so they can go get their cup.
Not long now. And over and out.
I love watching how 42 is still playing really hard. Crow, he's one of those guys when you play with him, you want to play harder because this guy is going so hard at the ball.
Okay, let's have a look at this toss in there. Don't think it could have been my Faulkner, was it? Still pinching the pimple effect. Austin side door, barging through 5-1 Golden Gate. Warren whacks set half forward, man free, good mark. Eyes on the ball this time, 3-1 Golden Gate. No name. Nails it, high, forward line, Austin. Numbers back behind the pack. And they relieve pressure. 12, Austin Crows. O'Malley. Oh boy, got a free man on the outer side, but the ball free wheels over and out, throw in, left half back for Austin.
Legs are starting to go now. This is, you're getting to the end of the game.
Tommy, you got a prediction for the next match?
Golden Gate, obviously, you're going to have to pick them until LA can knock them off.
First time we'll see them on Field 1, a Division 1 match. Looking forward to that. Hooters behind me. No Hooter on Field 1. 3-1 has it again for Golden Gate. Unnamed. He has been a leaf forward. Slightly built but been active. Fancies his chances from downtown. Way downtown. Racing style. Sets it up, Mr. Bartender, to the forward line.
That was Crow, I think, trying to get to the top of that.
Almost. Reel it in, Crow. Grounded situation. Stewart laying the tackles. A rolling maul, if you will. Before it crossed the white line for a point, though, the umpire said, give it to me. Now what normally happens is it gets knocked through for a point here. Austin, knock it away. Golden Gate, shot on goal, snap, shoot. And they scored, touched off the boots.
That was a nice left by McCarty, I think.
It was. And like I said, total respect for the way the Golden Gate have played this out. We come out to the attacking side. The side is the Austin Crows. We're with Stewart's. Very mobile, covers every inch of this ground. Every blade of grass, Stewart. Measured kick, waiting for the big guys to drift across. Well, the big guy did, and that's 4-2 for Crow. Close to MVP in this particular game. Kicks it, didn't connect, couldn't get a beat on it. Slide in, tackle came in over the top, too far over the top. High tackle, I saw it, holding the ball even.
Called him pulling it in.
All right. Now, looking to switch maybe. Down the line, heard some kind of call. There he is again. Is that man Crow? No, it's Falkowski this time. And they've been rock steady in defence, those big boys. A lot of space on the outer side. Line drive, flat liner, breaker 190 towards the full forward region. Socket away by Stewart. No beat on it by Golden Gate. Flashing in. Falkowski again. Could almost do it all. Socket out of the pack. Austin trying to keep it alive through the corridor now. It's a 3-on-1 situation. Golden Gate's numbers favour.
That's going to be
case of save a horse and ride a cowboy there. Free kick. Golden Gate, Tommy.
Yeah, this really tells you what the programs for these two teams are. These guys are playing really well for this reserve division.
Second of it.
I think footy's alive and well in Golden Gate and Austin.
Grove bootlegging around, connects, and they connect further downtown. 6-4. 6-4 Golden Gate. Lopez legs it wide again.
Good vision. He's going to get another shot at the same angle.
And their switching techniques have been a lot better in the second half. And this guy, can't take your eye off this guy, unlisted. For a minute, live wire forward, Golden Gate, long and standing strong. Way down there in the hot spot. Let's spot him now, 5-1. 5-1 is Samuel Warren, and what you like from big guys, mate, is arms extended straight up, and that's exactly what he did. Good technique.
Highest point.
Highest point. Higher than motion. This time, no, across the face. It misses from point blank. A minor score. Cooper's scoreboard now 16, 17 even, plays 56. Austin going to raise that cup up, fill it up with Cooper's, celebrate all night long tonight they will. Whether they're at the Nash a little later on, or the Reef Point Brew House, or Dewey's, or Third Coast, that's where the action's going to be tonight, but plenty of time for celebrations. It's all about business, taking care of business this morning in the finals, and that's just what the Austin club, well, is about to do or has done. Never say die attitude by Golden Gate. Still playing it out to the siren. 4-2. Is that your man
That's
again
there
there, Benjamin Crow? No way out of there for him. Numbers back of the tack. No whistle on play. And there is the hooter. Ladies and gentlemen, poor boys and pilgrims, the first final of the day. Division 5 goes to Tyler, the Austin Crows. And we did mention it was Division 5 there, but you get the feeling that if they were short, if there was an injury in Division 1, with the Crows, any one of these boys, particularly their key forwards, could step up.
Yeah, they definitely have some players out there on both sides, so that's exciting to see. It's a reserve game going like that. That's really good.
So congratulations there to the Austin Crows. Tommy, I mean, you look at that particular performance and the way that Austin Crows play their footy, it's normally standard through a club. What's the way they go about their business?
I think with them, it's very structured with defense. They look to switch play, everything out of the middle.
Okay. Yeah, structured out of the middle. And And for Golden Gate, it's more about being around the ball, and probably they have to impart a little bit more strategy in the way they go, the switch, those kind of things.
Yeah, I think they were definitely just going long to a contest, hitting front and center a lot of times there. But to see those two reserve teams like that,